Good morning, guys. It's 4:30 in the morning and I'm about to go hit a chest workout, and then I'm going to train and then go do soccer practice tonight. So I'm going to do a triple day. And so this will be the start of episode 9 now of Day in the Life. Hope you guys enjoy. So welcome to the video, guys. Just to start talking about some updates, I've actually been sick for the last 2 days. Pretty sick with the fever, and so I just had the fever, like the chills, like the achy body, a full headache and sinus ache, sore throat, and just not feeling good at all. But you know, my biggest saying is like the best way to get over a sickness is just a great chest day. I'm kidding. Don't listen to that. If you're sick, you need to take the rest to get better. I get a lot of kids always asking me and emailing me and commenting, Matt, you know, I'm sick. What are some good exercises, or what can I do while I'm sick or while I'm injured to really get back into the game? There's no exercises, or there's nothing that you can do. You got to take the rest to get back, or else you're just going to set yourself back further. So for example, Wednesday, I had a really bad fever. So all Wednesday, I literally lied in bed, watched movies, drank a ton of fluids, had some medicine, and just ate healthy for the whole day. And then Thursday, I was feeling about 90%, and I still took that entire day off. Same thing, lied in bed, and just tried to get better, because I knew that if I went outside in the cold and the rain, or if I pushed myself too far, I'm just going to set myself back further, and I might not be able to play for this weekend. And now it's Friday and I feel 100% and great. So now I'm gonna now I know that I can start playing again and start lifting again, and it'll be healthy and fine for my body. So yeah, that's what I want to talk to you about. It's just rest and recover. Get back to where you previously were. So that's good, you know. And chest day is great, but it's not gonna help heal your body. Also, updates about soccer. I haven't had a game since Sunday. I don't know if I talked about last Sunday's game, but we tied 0-0. And it just sucked because we were way better than the team, and it just couldn't score. Just the whole team didn't play very well, but we just couldn't put a goal away, and had to tie 0-0 against a team that wasn't very good. So that's never fun. But right now I'm going to eat breakfast and basically get ready to go to the gym. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, last thing, I want to thank all of you guys for 5,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool. You know, this YouTube channel is relatively new, so to get 5,000 followers so quickly is pretty significant things, which I'm pretty proud of, and I owe it all to you guys, so thank you. Okay, so here's breakfast as normal. I got my 1,000-calorie protein shake with 2 scoops of protein powder, 2 scoops of oatmeal, and then banana and water and peanut butter. So that's all in here. It really fills you up and just has a ton of calories, which is kind of like a mass gainer, like a homemade mass gainer shake. Then I have my Greek yogurt and an orange. So I'm going to eat that, and then I'm going to just get ready to go to the gym. I've gotten a lot of questions too, just asking, since I've reached my weight goal, or you know, since I'm just around that 80 kilograms or 175 pounds, if I'm going to change up my diet plan or my weightlifting schedule. The answer to that is no. I'm going to continue eating like this, just because I really like getting this much calories into me. You know, I get a ton of carbs, which fuels me for all of my workouts. It gives me a ton of energy. I'm hitting all my macronutrient and micronutrient needs without much thought into each meal, because I already know I'm going to have every time. It's really cheap. I'm eating all of this for about like $12 a day, and I just am enjoying all the food too. I'm really not getting bored of it. So my whole kind of thought process is, you know, why change something? You know, don't fix something if it's not broke. So I'm happy. It's going well. I'm going to continue eating this until I, start to gain too much muscle mass, which I don't think is going to be a problem for my body type. Or if I'm just going to get bored of the meals. If I start dreading all the meals, which I don't really see in the near future. So I'm just going to continue doing it, I didn't have it on the wide screen, so I don't know how well you could see me when I was talking. Hopefully it was okay. I always forget to check that stuff. It's hard because I don't have the camera. I can't see like the settings. I love doing shakes in the morning and at night because like right now I'm not hungry. Not like I couldn't eat a full meal, but doing the shake and just the orange and the yogurt is, I think this adds up to like 700 or 800 calories right here, so it's really good. So usually too, when I'm eating breakfast or is before one of my trainings or a lift, what I like to do is put my laptop up here, and while I'm getting ready, I like to watch some motivational videos. If I'm lifting chest, like what I'm doing today, I like to watch some chest day motivation. I literally go into YouTube and just type in chest day motivation and watch some lifting videos. If I'm gonna go, I'm about to train, I like to watch just general motivation videos for athletes, or I like to watch highlight videos of great soccer players, Cristiano Ronaldo, highlights, stuff like that. And it's just that little thing that kind of helps you mentally get focused every single day. Because, you wake up and doing this all the time, you get really, really bored sometimes. And it doesn't matter, you can wake up at 4 a.m. and be super energetic and excited to go work out one day, and the next day you're just like, I'm not feeling it. And so I find no matter what, if I'm watching these videos and getting my mind in tune and ready to work out, I consistently have better workouts. So for those of you who want some motivation or just some motivation tips or how to stay motivated, do that, because that helps me, and I don't know if it's gonna help you, but it's worth a shot. It's also raining outside, which is not fun. It's funny, a lot of the Germans will ask me, they're like, you came here from California? And I go, yeah. I go, why? Why would you do that? And sometimes, you wake up and you look outside and it's 27 degrees in Fahrenheit and it's snowing, and you look at your phone or your girlfriend sends you texts about how she's at the beach and it's 75 degrees and she's lying there getting a tan. And I just go, I am the dumbest person in the world for doing that. But no, I would rather be here playing soccer than just lying on the beach somewhere, regardless of the weather. Okay, I'm gonna have my pre-workout drink. It's just 1 scoop of pre-workout, 1 scoop of creatine, and then I also put in some emergency just because I'm not feeling very well. So it's pretty power packed. That's right? Power punked. It's a pretty power packed drink right now. So I'm gonna chug this and then go. That's it. Okay, bye. Well, that was the shortest workout ever. Basically, I didn't realize it, but today is Friday, March 25th, which means that it's Good Friday before Easter. So that means the bus schedule is on the holiday schedule, which means I think the first bus is not for another hour. Yeah, so now I've already taken my pre-workout, so it's just starting to hit me now, and the bus doesn't come for I think another 45 minutes. So not too pumped about that, but that's what happens sometimes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I realized I'm just gonna watch weightlifting videos to get pumped up for an hour. This is my life now. I could have slept in another hour too, that's the worst part. So now I'm just gonna chill pretty much just wait for the next bus to come. I think not until 6:05.
What's going on, y'all? Been asking for a chest workout. People can say what they want. I train too heavy. I train stupid leading up to a show. You know what? Too heavy and too stupid already got me 2 wins.
It's a payoff because the first movie, you made a.
Whatever it takes. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. The more you put into building a business, the more you're going to get out of it. The more hours you spend working on anything, the more you are going to get out. Work pays.
But the bus comes in 10 minutes now, so I'm about to head out. Finally, hopefully I get it right this time. I checked it online just to double check, and I think I'm all good now. Okay, I'm excited. I'm about to head out. Check out the big man on campus now with the tank top. Thinks he's big. But seriously, so I loaded up 210 pounds on the bar and I went for 5 sets of 5 reps. So I was pretty happy with this because just a few weeks ago I was doing 195 pounds and struggling to do 5 sets of 5 reps. So this is 15 pounds more and I did this even easier. So definitely seeing some strength gains. And then, so I did 5 sets of that, and then afterwards I went with incline dumbbell press, and these are just 55 pounds or 26 kilos, and I didn't count reps for this. I just went until I couldn't do another rep at all, and so I just powered them out and really just focused on time under tension. I didn't extend all the way up, as you can see. I'm only going about 90% and coming back down just to keep that strain on my chest. And then as soon as I'm done, I drop the weight and I take a really light dumbbell. I think this is like 5 or 10 pounds. And I'm doing just across the body and squeezing the chest. For me, it really hits the lower chest a lot. So I just, same thing, didn't count my reps, didn't count anything. I'm just 100% focused on squeezing my chest and just exhausting it 100%. And I did around 20 reps with each side, and as you can see, I like touching it just to really focus on squeezing that, because you can do this a lot with the front deltoid, and I like to isolate the chest. And so after that, I immediately go to the left arm and do the same exact thing on this side. And then once I do my reps, this is my last hard rep, and then I power out a few extra just pretty quickly, just to really tire it out. So I just supersetted this with the incline press for 4 sets of each, just not counting reps. Then after that, I went to a new one. I've never actually done this exercise before, the pec flies with the cables, and I loved it because at the very top, usually that's like resting with the dumbbells, but at the top of this, it's the hardest part of the exercise. That's where you get the most resistance. So it was really tough. And I really liked it. I'm definitely going to be doing this one again. I think I only did like 20 kilograms on each side, and I only did like 10 reps or something, 12 to 15 reps on this exercise, and just really exhausted the chest. And then once I was done with that, I supersetted this exercise with overhead dumbbell tricep extensions. And I used about a 65 to 70 pound dumbbell for this. Same thing. 10 to 15 reps, powering it out, just really getting the triceps really tired. And so I did 4 sets of the chest flies and then 4 sets of the tricep extensions as well. And I'm pushing myself to the limit. I'm not ever taking an easy set or doing easy weight. Then next I went to the machine. My stabilizer muscles are really tired at this point, so I like doing machines at the end of the workout.
so I could really focus on the muscle and not have to focus more on balancing the weight. And so my muscle's really tired. I'm doing pretty lightweight for this, and I'm still exhausted. And then so I supersetted that with dips. And so with these dips, I bent over a little bit more and tried to get the chest more instead of the triceps, but it's still going to hit triceps. And same thing, I went till failure. I think I got about 12 reps for all 4 sets. It was pretty tough. And then finally, to finish it off, I finished it with tricep extensions with the rope, and I did heavy weight and only 10 reps for 4 sets. And I was pretty dead after this, so I mean, it is a pretty light weight, but it was hard.
Okay guys, getting back to Roadkin now from the gym. It's a good workout, just a normal, pretty good chest workout. Now, before I go into this, I want to talk about how I do incorporate body weight exercises and training into most of my programs. I do push-ups and pull-ups and many stuff like that. However, I don't rely on it as my only source of resistance training. Now, the main reason why I don't like body weight training as your only source of resistance training is because it's harder to progress. And the way that the entire, muscle building and strength building process works is through this idea of progression, that every single week you're getting stronger and you're building more and more muscle. And this is through increasing the resistance slowly over a long period of time. And with weight training, it's so easy. You hop on the bench press and you can do 200 pounds for 5 reps this week. And next week you try to do 205 pounds for 5 reps. Or you try to do 200 pounds for 6 reps, just 1 more rep. So you can very easily progress the next weight or the 1 more rep higher and higher. And then once that weight starts to get too easy and you can do, easily more than 10 reps without really straining your muscles, you can increase the weight and drop back down to a lower rep range. And to build muscle and strength, it's better to do those heavier resistance to failure with that rep range between 4 reps and 12 reps. Once you start going over 12 reps, it really starts to become an endurance exercise. And it's still going to be great and it's still going to be a workout, but you're not going to be getting the same effects of the strength building and the muscle building that you would if you were doing heavier weight within that rep range. However, let's say your push-up range right now, you can only do about 6-7 push-ups. Then it would be good to do body weight until you can get up to about 15 push-ups. And then I would say push-ups are starting to get a little bit too easy for you. And if you want to stick with body weight, then you can kind of transition to harder push-ups like diamond push-ups or one-hand push-ups. But the problem I have with that is now it's not directly hitting your chest. The diamond push-ups go more to the triceps. The one-arm push-ups, you're really twisting your body and it's not directly getting your chest. And it's just, and you don't know the progression. Yes, it's harder, but how much harder is it? If you can do 5 one-arm push-ups, what does that equal to the normal push-ups? Or how does diamond push-ups relate to this? And with weight training, it's like, well, look, bench press, I'm hitting 205 for this amount. That's my 80% of my 1 rep max. Now I'm doing this for this many reps. That's my 70% of my 1 rep max. It's very mathematical and it's very down to a science. And I like that about the weight training. And so body weight training is a good workout. You're going to get tired from it and you're going to see small results, but you're going to plateau. And so you see it all over the internet and you see everyone praising this body weight workouts because they're easy, you can do it at home, but they're really intended for those people who are looking to maintain or just add a little workout to their program. I'm assuming you're watching these videos because you want to become an elite level soccer player. To become an elite level soccer player and an elite level athlete, you can't do these at home workouts that take 30 minutes. You need to be going to a gym and really expending this crazy amount of effort and workload to really become as strong as possible, as athletic as possible, and just become the best athlete that you can become. And so that's pretty much why I don't like the body weight workout programs, and you'll never see a soccer program that relies just on body weight training. They always incorporate some form of weight training into their regimen. And so that's what I want to talk about, is because so many players are like, I don't have access to a gym, which I kind of think is a bullshit excuse, because the gym I'm going to now is $19.99 a month, which, you know, isn't that bad compared to what else you guys are spending money on. I'm assuming you're watching this video on either a smartphone or a tablet or a computer, and so you are definitely in the higher percentage in the world. And $20 a month is really kind of the equivalent of, are you eating out a few extra times a month? Are you buying a video game? Right there, if you buy one video game, that's 3 months of a gym membership. So it's more kind of where your priorities are at versus if you don't have money for it. And then a lot of times too, they're like, well, I can't get to the gym. And for me in high school, I tried to get to a gym that was right across from my high school in downtown Portland, but I couldn't get into it. And so I got another gym membership. The next cheapest one I could find that was pretty far away was a 45-minute bus ride away from my high school. So after I finished high school, every single day, I would hop on this, we called it the Max train, so this little train line, and I would sit on the train for 45 minutes all the way to the gym. I'd get off at the stop, walk to the gym. I would work out for an hour and a half, then my mom would pick me up from there, and she'd drive me back to our house. I'd eat dinner real quick, go to my soccer practice, come home, have like 45 minutes to do all my homework real quick, and then I'd go to bed. And that was pretty much my routine. And I did that a lot. And so when I hear people are like, oh, I don't have a car, I can't get to the gym, or I don't have the money, it's just kind of like your priorities aren't at the right spot. So, you know, the body weight workouts, they're good. And I don't want to hate on these body weight workouts, because you can see these athletes that have amazing physiques and amazing results from just doing calisthenics or the body weight workout programs. But it's a lot harder because that progression's not there. So especially for younger kids that are either mainly looking to build a lot of muscle mass. I know most of my followers, you guys are skinny and smaller teenagers that are looking to build mass. So you're looking to get bigger and stronger and faster and more athletic. And all of that comes from explosive weight training and heavier weights and Olympic style lifting. Bench presses, deadlifts, power clean, stuff like that you need to, it's about exploding and moving the weight fast and safely. So when kids ask me for these body weight training programs, I hesitate to really give them, or I hesitate to show you body weight workout programs, because I know a lot of you will not take them as I'm only should do this when I can absolutely not go to the gym. It's going to be taken as, look, I can build muscle and strength and build a great physique and muscle mass with this program. And it's not true. For example, when I was younger, I did body weight programs before I could go to the gym because I thought that weightlifting would stunt my growth. I believed in that misconception, and I did not build an ounce of muscle. I became a little stronger. My endurance was better. I could go from 20 push-ups to 30 push-ups, but I was not building any muscle mass because there was no progression to a heavier weight. My muscles got used to my body weight and they stayed. It's a very unnatural process to build muscle. And it wasn't until I started going to the gym and progressing into heavier and heavier weights that my body started to react and build muscle. So that's my story with body weight training. And I know I'll probably get a lot of hate, and people are going to show me these athletes that can do body weight training and do body weight training, but they're in the maintenance phase, or they naturally could, have bigger muscles to start with. But my whole idea is bigger, stronger, faster. Let's get as athletic as I can get, and the best way to do that is through Olympic style lifting and heavy resistance training through weight training, and it's not through body weight training. Okay, I'm about to head out and do a training session. Today I'm going to do something a little lighter. I'm not going to do a ton because I'm getting over the sickness and I still have practice tonight, so I don't want to overload it too much. What I think I'm going to do is just do some juggling, some tight space dribbling, and then kind of just do some like freestyle shooting on goal. I only have one ball, so what I pretty much do is just roll the ball out, take some shots, and then run and collect the ball and then shoot it the other way, and just keep repeating that. Just kind of light jogging back and forth and doing some long distance shooting. I'm not going to move the camera around a ton. partly because it's raining, and I pretty much want to go out there, get in a good quick workout, 45 minutes, and then be back. I don't want to be out there for an hour and a half, moving around the camera and getting a whole bunch of angles. So I apologize for that, but I just don't want to. I'm being a little baby. I just don't want to go out there and be stuck in the rain for a long time. Okay, so I am going to put on my shoes and then head out. I changed what I'm going to do for today. So I talked about what I was going to do earlier, but I changed my mind on the walk up here. What I'm going to do is just do a 3-2-1. So I'm going to do 3,000 juggles, and it's not going to be any schedule of above the knee, below the knee, waist height, above the head. It's just going to be 3,000 juggles. Try and do it in the least amount of sets, but also have fun with it. Maybe do some freestyle tricks, kick it up once in a while, go high, work on the first touch, but just do 3,000 juggles. Pretty free form, just kind of do whatever I want with the 3,000. Then I'm going to do 2,000 touches in tight space. So bell taps, ball taps, just V taps, doing a whole bunch of tight space dribbling. Again, really no structure of like 100 of these, 100 of these, just do whatever I really feel like up until the 2,000 mark. And then I'm just gonna do, I was thinking about doing a 1,000, but then I thought about it, 1,000 shots is a lot. So what I'm gonna do is just 100 shots. So 50 shots with the right foot going this way, and then 50 shots with the left foot coming back this way. And that's gonna be it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So I'll give you some highlights, but again, not moving around the tripod much. It's raining, I wanna get in, get out, so I'm pretty much gonna keep it still, and I'll just give you a little highlight of what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna do voiceover as well, voiceover on the lift and a voiceover of what I'm doing on the training session. So yeah, let's get it.
So for the majority of my training session, it actually was pretty simple. I just started juggling the ball. And so I just counted every single touch I had on the ball and trying to get up to 3,000 total juggles. And so I was doing fun tricks like around the world, and no special points or anything, but just trying to get control. Here I kick the ball up and I control it. I'm really doing whatever comes to my mind and just trying to get to that 3,000 mark. And so you'll see that I do end up dropping it here, and when I drop it, it's no harm, no foul. I think I dropped it around number 78, my 78th juggle. And when I do drop it, I take a couple seconds and I just start juggling again, and I keep on going. And I wasn't too focused on trying to get to the highest number possible. Oh, there, I dropped it. But I'm not trying to get to the highest number possible for each set. I'm really just kind of focusing on control. So that's what I did for, honestly, majority of the training session, just getting up to that 3,000 mark. So I'm not going to show you all 3,000 juggles because it took about 30 minutes. But you can see majority, or a little bit of it right here. Okay, so then after the juggling, I just went into some tight space dribbling variations. So this is just inside outside, and I said I was going to do 3,000 touches, and I honestly didn't really keep track of how many I did. I just kind of did it until I was tired. Here's some on top of the ball taps, and then some right-footed V taps. Because I'll say in the end of this video, I just really didn't have that good of a training session today. Here's some left-footed V taps. I just wasn't focused. I got distracted easily, and it just wasn't very good. And then here's some V taps with both feet. So yeah, I'll talk about that later, but I don't know. I didn't even count how many reps I did honestly for this. So I tried to do about 3,000. I think I did about 3,000, but I really did not want to count. I did not want to put in the effort of counting. So just some little variations and just some tight space stuff that I wanted to work on, like the elastico, some pullback taps. Here's me doing some step over stuff. So just a little bit of drill ideas that you guys can do. Here's some more top of the ball taps. Again, I was not very proud about this training session. Here's some bell taps. And so yeah, each exercise I did about, I'd say 30 to 60 seconds worth. And then I just kind of went until I thought I did around 3,000. There was some soul dribbling, and here's just some more ball tap variation stuff while going forward and backward. Yeah, it just wasn't very good. I don't know. Everyone has those training sessions. I'll talk about that later. Here's another little ball tap variation. 2 taps of the left foot and then 1 tap of the right foot. forwards and backwards. So that was it for the dribbling. And then after that, I told myself, earlier that I wanted to do 100 shots total, 50 with the right, 50 with the left. I ended up only doing 20 with the right and 20 with the left. And I'm not going to lie to you, I really felt like I was just going through the motions with this. I was jogging around my shots. I wasn't into it at all. I was just trying to get through the 20 shots with both feet. And, so here are my first 5 shots, and they were okay. Like, that one wasn't very good at all. And I like to put these in here so I'm showing you that not every single one of my shots is perfect. And I think actually this shot, I completely missed the target. Yeah, see, I go over sideways. So I like showing you a real version of myself so you guys don't have to strive for this perfection, because I'm not perfect at all, and even our heroes aren't perfect.
Alright, so if I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, I had a terrible training session today. Just really bad. I wasn't mentally into it at all. I didn't want to be there. I wasn't even focusing on counting my reps. Kept on getting distracted, and honestly, I just was trying to think about getting it over with. But I did the full workout, except I didn't do 50 shots with both legs. That actually turned out to be a lie. I did 20 with both legs, which I probably will go over when I talk about it in the voiceover, but just not a good training session at all. And so the thing you got to realize though is you're going to have those days a lot. Like, you're going to have those lifts that are just terrible. You're going to have those training sessions that are just terrible. And the whole key is just realizing that you did better than everybody who didn't go out and train today. So even though, like, for me, it felt like a waste, it really wasn't a waste. So, I still had, what is that, 3,000 plus 2,000, so 5,040 touches minimum on the ball today. So no matter what, that's helping. So that's going to be it for Day in Life episode 9. Sorry if my training session wasn't the best today, but we all have those days. I like to show you the real stuff too, just not everything's perfect. I also have bad days. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Give me a comment below, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. All right, guys, have a great day and happy Easter.